To remove and install the rear upper control arm on your RZR Trail or Trail S, follow these steps. Park the vehicle on a flat level surface. Ensure the vehicle is in park and remove the key. Begin by loosening the lug nuts while the vehicle is on the ground, but do not remove at this time. Then, safely elevate the vehicle. Reference your owner's manual for proper lifting techniques. Once safely elevated, remove the lug nuts and set aside. Then, remove the wheel and set aside. Next, remove and retain the fastener and washer retaining the stabilizer bar link to the upper control arm. Discard the nut. Then, remove the upper fastener, washer, and nut from the bearing carrier. Discard the nut. If you're having trouble removing the fastener, remove the upper control arm mounting fastener first to help relieve tension. Continue by removing the fastener, washers, and nut retaining the upper control arm to the frame. Discard the nut. Then, remove the control arm from the vehicle. Before continuing, examine the control arm bushing and pivot tube for damage or wear and replace if needed. If replacing, new control arm bushings and a pivot tube will need to be installed. If reusing, thoroughly clean the arm and pivot tube with a shop rag. Next, align the upper control arm with the mounting holes on the frame. Then, reinstall the retained fastener from the rear of the vehicle with a washer, and secure with a washer and new nut. Next, align the control arm with the bearing carrier, and reinstall the retained fastener from the rear of the vehicle, and secure with a washer and new nut. Then, align the stabilizer bar linkage with the upper control arm. Then, reinstall the retained fastener and secure with a washer and new nut. Next, torque the upper control arm fasteners to specification. Then, torque the bearing carrier fastener to specification. Continue by torquing the linkage fastener to specification. Next, reinstall the wheel on the vehicle and tighten the lug nuts until fully seated. Then, safely lower the vehicle until the tires begin to touch the ground. This will help keep the wheel in place when torquing. Once lowered, torque the lug nuts to specification in a crisscross pattern. Finally, lower the vehicle completely. For more information, see your authorized Polaris dealer or visit Polaris.com.